Hey y'all, it's been a minute. In a previous video, I explained that we were in the process of getting my parents moved onto our property, and they have officially moved. There's still a lot to do, but we're getting there. So today's video is just going to be a chat, nothing to show, so it's more of a listen and not watch, listen, and look video. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about a realization about stuff. All our stuff, our stash, our inventory, our loot, all our scrappy goodness. And it really is a struggle bus for me because I have stuff. And a lot of it is not organized. And in the process of moving my parents, I realized that it is part of my DNA because I'm like my father in a lot of ways, because he has two buildings, a workshop and another building he built years ago, full of his stuff, and he doesn't want to get rid of it, any of it either. And I understand that. I am like that about not everything. I'm like that about my scrapbooking and crafting product, which is why, because I don't want to purge a lot, is why I have to cut way back on what I bring into the house. And I discussed that I would not be buying anything 99.9% of the time. And I did see a couple things I was very interested in, so they have been ordered, but it is a birthday gift. So that's part of my 0.1%. But it was something that I pondered on for days. It wasn't an impulse buy. It was just something my mind kept going back to. So, that's how I purchase. And there are a few things that I will buy that I know I'm going to buy, like a Crop and Create Delivered and the Let's Create Together. But anyway, so going back to my dad and his stuff, he still has a workshop full of things. He's a woodworker, electronics. He has garden scale size trains, stuff that goes along with that. He used to fly model airplanes. He was a man of many hobbies, and he can't fly planes anymore, but he still has his planes, and he doesn't just want to get rid of them, and my mom and my sister are of a different nature, and they just like, let's just get a big truck over here and a big dumpster thing over here and get rid of this. And I understand his feelings about it because I am the same way. So seeing all that, being in his workshop, packing up some of the things was going to be a process. Taking stuff to storage, because that's what we did. We just had to get a storage building. Made me want to come home and just purge. So I come upstairs, and then I get a paralysis about it. I get an overwhelming feeling about it. And I see my dad going through that, and I'm like, I am definitely my father's daughter. So I was like, set, okay, we got to get rid of some of this stuff. Well, then, you know what? Everybody's starting to shut down. There's several companies, Photo Play, I can't, else, L Studio, L Avery L, something. I never really purchased from them, but they're shutting down, and there was somebody else. And then it puts you into panic mode. Like, oh my gosh, I can't get rid of anything because all these companies are closing down. And what if there's not any more scrapbooking supplies? But I have plenty of scrapbooking supplies. So it's kind of a vicious cycle that just circles through my mind. You know, if I don't particularly like a piece of paper, well, I can put that in a junk journal. I can, because I like making junk journals. I don't use them, but I really enjoy the process of making them. So even something that I know I won't use in a scrapbook, oh, I can use that in a junk journal. I have a lot of little golden books that I want to turn into little junk journals. So it's just really a struggle, and I guess it's always going to be a struggle. I guarantee you, if I had to start all over again and said, okay, you're starting your scrapbooking journey all over again, how would you go about it? I would go about it just buying subscription kits and collections, and that's it. And I don't really buy a lot of loose paper anymore. But I was gifted a lot of loose paper. But it's good loose paper. And I have a special bin for that loose paper that I got from my friends. And a lot of it's like in little page kits. So I don't even really count that as loose paper. But I don't purchase loose paper anymore, because that's not what I gravitate to. So if I had to start all over, it'd be subscription kits and collections. You know, a collection set. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on here, chat for a few minutes, and talk about my struggles. I'm sure a lot of you have the exact same struggles, and if you do, you're not alone on the struggle bus. I'm right there with you. And I should be back to posting with some regularity now, if you watch my channel on a consistent basis. And thank you. I've missed scrapbooking. I've done some. I'll have a video coming out at the end of the month with the 4 Sketchy Friends series, where we take 4 sketches and a theme. This quarter we did 49 and Market, and rub-ons. So you will be seeing that at the end of the month. And basically that was the only scrapbooking I have done here recently, just because it's been a little bit hectic, and my room's hectic, and it's just hectic right now. So, but it's getting better. It's a good hectic. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.